techniques of a coach. Individual coaches use different techniques for the different performers they are coaching. Each individual performer is different. Some are visual learners, some learn better by listening. They all have different abilities, therefore coaches need to have different ways of portraying what they want the performers to do and how. Therefore, different techniques are used. For example, in this PowerPoint, I will be given 3 examples of these goal-setting demonstrations and adapting to individual needs. There are 3 stages of learning. You have cognitive. This is the thinking skills and learning stage. You have associative, which is applies to performers in intermediate, so they learn the more they do it. And autonomous, which is a high standard elite level performers. They don't really need to think about coaching points, doing drills. It's more automatic to them. Goal setting, what is it? Goal setting is a mental approach learning, so it's techniques used taking a more mental approach. It increases commitment towards goals, so it'll be setting a goal such as we need to win the next match that we play, something like that. They must be specific to the individuals and team. Must be related to the context, age, ability and event, etc. And it also encourages performers to be more focused and learn to overcome setbacks. So, say if a team has lost a match previously, their goal will be to draw or even win. That could be their goal. Obviously, that would be short term. Long term could be winning the whole league, something like that. So, the types of goals, there are 3 types of goals. Process goals are when individuals have complete control over what goal they want. The performer deals with the techniques and strategies to perform well and achieve this goal. So it's all down to them what goal they want to do, how they achieve it, and when they achieve it. Outcome goals are to do with performing and winning better than someone else. They're referred to the preferred end result. So it's more the how are they going to get to winning this next match, or how are they going to get to winning the league. It's all about the training and improving of the training and goals within the training to get to the long-term goal. The performance goals are the specific standard to be achieved. They're about the personal standards and help view progress of other goals, etc. So this is goals, these can be goals such as we must have 50% more possession than we did our last match, or something like that. It's all the match statistics. So for the goals, they must be smart goals. So any goals set for a team or an individual must be smart. So S is specific, so this is the detail of what the goal is. So for example, I have an example on my screen. So I will play basketball 3 times a week for an hour and a half. This specific is telling you what you need to do and how long you're doing it. M is measurable. Is it easy to see improvement within? So is it easy to see that they've played more basketball than normal? Is it attainable, accepted? Is it accepted be negotiated with others? Attainable being, is it easy to achieve? R, is it relevant or realistic? So relevant, is it relevant to what we're doing, what we need to achieve? Is it realistic? Is it easy to achieve, but is it challenging? Time-based, so is the date set for the achievement date within reach, or is it out of reach, or do we need a longer time? Do we need a shorter time? We also have different types of term goals. So you have short term, which could be anything from a day to a month. So this would be an immediate change. Medium term, this is progressive support of an athlete to coach to get to the long-term goal. So it's the in between the short and the long. It's what we're doing to get to this long-term goal. And obviously the long-term goal could be a season, it could be longer, it'll be every single goal like that we're working for, and the short and medium will be all put into achieving this one. Obviously with goals we need to make sure they're exciting and motivated. Can they be recorded? Can we know that they have achieved this or they're on the way to achieving this? Obviously we have to consider whether the goals must be short term, medium term, long term, who's it for, the context, standard, flexibility, and whether they're challenging. So comparison for goal setting when it's effective and ineffective. So it's effective when they can be negotiated with players, when they increase engagement in the training of the sport, when they're motivating. So if the player is more motivated to work towards the goal, then the goal's going to be met, or is it attempted to be met. When it increases confidence, persistence of the performer, confidence, increase, and persistence, they're going to keep trying to smash out these goals, get to the higher level, win the league, win the next match. When they value effort, process, and outcome. So when the performer really thinks, when they really know they have to win this, but they want to win it. So that's always good. And when they value improvement, when they want to improve, when they go, that wasn't so good last match, I need to improve this time. They're ineffective when goals might be unachievable. So if the goals are too hard, or so the players can be like, we're never going to be able to achieve this, and they'll just give up. When the goals might be imposed by coach, so if their coach is telling them they have to do this, they have to do that, then the performers are going to go, well, no, I want to achieve this, not this, and they might have clash views on it. If the goals might be too long term, so if they're goals that's going to take ages to build up to achieve, then the performers might lose interest. When there are too many goals, so if you set like 15 goals for the next 2 weeks, that's too many to handle, and it's going to be put too much pressure on the performers. They're ineffective when some goals might depend on outcomes. So if the goals depend on whether you win or lose, sometimes it can be quite bad. Goals need to be something like, I need to improve kicking with my left foot, I need to improve passing off my right hand, stuff like that, not always outcome based. Demonstration, what is it? Demonstrations are known as the mental pictures given by coaches. They give performers a preview of what they are about to do. They give visual learners a visual action to aid performance. Demonstrations are mostly done as a combination of both actions and verbal instructions. The main aims. So the main aim of demonstrating is to demonstrate clearly how a drill or technique should be done, to give a performer the knowledge of what an action is in a context or a game situation. Although coaching points must be kept to minimal, so 2 to 3 main points. So as you can see on the screen, we have the coaching point for a drive block, which is a golf shot. So obviously there's 5 main points, like short points for the duck. There's 3 for the fit and 2 for the finish. The coach must also ensure that everyone can see the action from the different angles. So if none of the performers can see, then it's not going to become effective, because then they won't know what they're doing. So all demonstrations are all about engaging the performers, asking questions, using verbal actions as well as doing the actions, and also going it step by step. So don't always rush through it. Go through it once slowly, go through it another time, and also put it into a context. So in a rally situation, or like slow it down a little bit, that kind of thing. So demonstration are effective when it gives a mental picture, so when the performer can actually see what they have to do in this type of situation. It's all good and well telling them what they have to do, but when they can see it, so your memory, like your mind remembers it, and you can be like, oh, that's what I need to do in this situation.